Okay, so probably we can start. I'm just going to share my screen. Okay. So I hope my screen is visible to everyone. So is my screen visible? Can someone please confirm? Okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for confirmation. I hope my voice also clear. Okay. So okay, we can start. Okay. So in last class we already discussed about what is Python. Python is three words. I can say what kind of programming language the Python is. It's an interpreted, object oriented, high level programming language. So in last class we already means what is the meaning of interpreted. There are two kind of categories we have here. One is compiled, another is interpreted. So we already discussed how the compiled programming languages are going to behave and how the interpreted programming language also behave. We discussed in the last class. Clear? So in this class, we are going to discuss about what is object oriented and what kind of categories of programming language we have here and what is a high level, everything we are going to discuss in this class. Okay. So here object oriented means here we can able to categorize every programming language in the two categories called non-object oriented programming language and object oriented programming language, OOPL and non-OOPL. So non-object oriented programming language, object oriented programming language. The best examples for the non-object oriented programming language, C. Nowadays, what are the new programming languages are coming, like Python, Java, these are all newly coming. All are object-oriented programming languages, and the best examples are starting with C++, Java, Python, .NET. All these things are object-oriented programming languages. So now, what is this object-oriented or what is non-object-oriented programming? In object-oriented programming language, there are some special concepts or special features, what we call is OOPS features, object-oriented programming features, OOPS features, like classes, attributes, encapsulation, inheritance, the top most important, polymorphism, composition, aggregation. These are all the OOPS features. So right now, we are not going to discuss each and every what the feature means because they are very big concepts. Okay, so when during the course we are going to cover each and every topic in detail, but at this point of time what I want you to understand is these are the OOPS features and how these are going to helpful for us. What is the benefit of these features is to develop any complex and big applications, big things. Yes, these OOPS features are going to helpful for us in such a way that minimize the code written. So with very less number lines of code, I can able to build a complex and big web applications or big websites. Okay. And also I can able to avoid not 0%, but avoid as much as possible the defects. So these features are going to helpful for us to maintain the very less number of defects what the code we are writing. So now you may have a question. So you mean that the non-object-oriented programming languages like C, can't we build the complex and big applications? Yes, still we can able to use the complex and big applications. But see, if you write some one complex big application, you let us have some 50 lakhs lines of code in the entire project. Here, in case of object-oriented programming language, you can able to write only 20K lines of code. 20,000 lines of code is enough. Let us say. See how much lines of code you are reducing. You are writing your own code means every code you are writing must be tested. You have to test. You have to spend some extra time for testing your code, unit testing, system testing, end-to-end testing, UAT, everything to be done for each and every line of code you are writing. It's not simply, okay, I'm writing some code and pushing the code. Okay, I'm just going to enjoy. No, you're just writing the code. The code has to be tested in multiple stages. Unit testing has to be done by developer, and regression testing has to be done by the QA team. End-to-end testing has done by system team, and also like UAT has to be done by the customer or client team. If it passes all these testings, then your code is a final code. Otherwise, a defect is going to come. Again, you need to fix the defect. Again, the defect fixing also need to be tested by all the stages like unit testing, regression testing, system end-to-end testing, and unit testing. Hell lot of time is going to be wasted. Fixing one defect is going to raise one more defect sometimes, unknowingly, unintentionally. That is called regression defects. System is code is not that easy like writing some code and just working. No, there will be a lot of testing. So these features, these object-oriented features, is going to helpful to to build the web applications, big websites or complex websites, the very less number of lines of code, very small number of lines of code, we can able to build a big web, super duper big applications or complex application. That is possible. Clear? So right now, we are not discussing about each and every feature means because it's like not a one line or two line concept. It's a very, very big concepts. So for that, you need to understand the already prerequisite concepts called data types, etc., etc. So it's not right time to discuss all these features. But the point here is, in case of object-oriented programming language like Java, Python, etc., we already have the inbuilt OOPS features which are going to helpful for us to build the complex and big applications with a very less small minimal number of lines of code, with very minimum number of lines of code, not a max code. With a very small code we can able to build a big web applications or big applications. Is it clear, everyone? So let us take the next is high level. We already discussed partially this high level in the compiled interpreted programming languages. So in the compiled or interpreted programming language, what will happen if I write a code? If I write a code, some code I am writing, let me open the whiteboard. If I write some code, so this code, let us say Python code I am writing. You know what the code you are writing. So you understand it's like normal simple English having some characters like equal to, plus, colon, dot, something. These are all the characters you already know. As a human, you understand this, but the machines cannot understand this code. Machines cannot understand this code. What a compiler or interpreter will do, it is just going to convert this code to a byte code or machine code. Byte code or machine code. That's what we discussed in the last class. And this is called a byte code or machine code. And this code, humans can't able to understand. Only machines can able to understand this code. So since machines can't able to understand your code, there is a one component called compiler or interpreter, depends upon the programming language. They are going to convert the code written by the developer to a mission understandable code, what we call is a byte code or mission code. Mission is going to run this code only to get the output of this code. Once bytecode is generated, this code is not useful to the machine. This code is only for your purpose. This is a mission purpose. Both are the same, but that is in the normal English, that is in a byte format, some different format which you can't able to understand. We have already seen the samples of bytecode files. If I open the bytecode, there is nothing I can't able to understand. This is all something jumbled characters. I don't understand what is the content there. Right? We have seen that. Such a code, this is what is a high level code. High level means what humans can easily understand. This is a low level code, what only the machines can understand. Only machines can understand. This is only for the humans. There is a medium level code also there. Medium. So how many of you know the microprocessor, which comes in some your graduation or somewhere, microprocessor 8085 and 8086, etc. There is a microprocessor versions, right? How many of you know what is a microprocessor like 8085, 8086, 8087, something? Anyone knows the microprocessor? Okay, very good, very good. So there is a microprocessor code. Code is something like, the mem, some command called mem, So 4x 8 2. This is the memory location, right? Some code you have written, right? You are allocating some memory to a variable, and so like commands, like instructions, what we call, not a code, instructions. Correct? That code is a bit difficult to understand by the humans, but still humans can able to understand, agree. But it's a bit difficult for humans to understand, and machines also can able to understand somehow. There is no need of again bytecode. So like medium level code where both machines and humans can understand both together, like a microprocessor instructions. 8085, 8086, 8087, multiple things are even P1, P2, Pentium 1, Pentium 2, Pentium 3, P4 processor, many processors are there. But we in the subjects we generally work with 80. What is the version you worked on, Shubham, in your semester? Which version of microprocessor? 8086 or 8087? 85. Okay, yeah, that was my even my engineering graduation also 8085. So I think still it is the same actually. Okay, anyways, syllabus is not updated, but 8085 is the one which we have also worked on. Okay, so that was a medium level where both machines and humans understand, but it's not easy for understanding by humans. It's a bit difficult, but yes, still we after having some struggle, we can able to understand that. But high level is very, very normal, simple English to write. For example, name is equal to Mahesh. It's a very simple code I have written in the Python. Name is equal to method means I am storing a Mahesh name inside the name variable. Simple as that. Easy to understand. But machines don't understand this code. So this code will be converted to a byte code, and byte code will be understood by the machines, and byte code is going to execute that byte. So compiler is going to execute that byte code to generate the output. So this is a Python is a high level programming language where only humans can able to understand, and there is an interpreter component is there which is going to convert your byte code to, sorry, your code to byte code, and machines can able to understand the byte code. Machines can able to execute that byte code to get the output of your code written by. So that is called a high level programming language. So we can able to divide some multiple categories: high level, low level, and mission level, etc. Or assembly language. These are all the mission low level programming languages. So all like Python, Perl, Ruby, and C. These are like say, Java. These are all high level programming languages. Majority of them high level programming languages because it's easy to understand, easy to read, and easy to write. It's normal, simple English. That's it. So everyone understand what is a Python? Python means, don't say when someone asks you what is a Python means, don't say Python is a programming language. Every entire world knows that Python is a programming language, but what kind of programming language the Python is? When say someone asks what is a Python means, you have to say Python is an interpreted, object-oriented, high-level programming language. This is a categorization of the Python programming language. Clear? Anyone have any questions on this so far? No questions? Good. Okay. So let's go to the next topic. So there are so many programming languages which are very popular for like I say Java, .NET, okay, and Python, etc., etc. So why Python? Why you are learning Python? Maybe that is the question. Why you are choose to learn Python? Any reason from your side why you choose Python to learn here? Any reason you have? Anyone give your own reason for choosing the Python here rather than Java, .NET, some etc. etc. Anyone have any reason for the choosing the Python? Just wanted to understand. I am very curious about your reason why you choose Python here. Anyone? Shubham, Lakshman, Sai Kiran, Shriya, Praneeth. Anyone? Some reason? No reasons? So you are just simply learning Python. See, someone is forcing you to learn. Easy to Easy to learn. Okay, that is also one good reason. Yes.
Yeah,
So,
syntax also very less compared to Java or some other languages as well. So it is
right, that is correct.
like
That is correct actually. So easy to learn and syntax is very easy. Hence, it is easy to learn. Agree. But my point is that is those are valid reasons. I am not saying your reasons are bad. Those are really valid reasons. My point is since some programming language is very easy to learn, is that the reason why the language is becoming very popular? Is that the reason why the language is getting very popular? Yeah. What could be the reason of becoming the language is very popular? Just think about it. For example, today I am selling some pen because the pen looks like very beautiful. Is that the reason is sufficient to become the pen is very popular? If I am selling a pen, who are the users of the pen? Who are like students basically? They should see some benefit with the pen. Agree? If they have some benefit with my pen particularly, then they will prefer to purchase my pen. Agree.
yes,
So for Python, let's say Python, where the demand is getting started. Why? If I just show you in front of you, let us just go to my browser and just see popular programming language in 2025. Let us say. See here the first the Python. Do you think is it Python? Right? Very popular. Why? Why Python is becoming the top most? See here also top 10 programming language in 2025. I can see the first is Python. So the first number is Python. Why? Why Python is popular? Is there many applications? See, let us see why Python is popular now. Let us see. Okay, where the demand is getting started, we have to understand it. For example, okay, I want to build one application. Let us say I am a client working on, let's say, having some business of, let us say, computer business. Okay. I want to build a one small application. Okay. Some application, any some application. And now the decision is whether I need to build my application in Python or Java. That is the question I have. So what I do is I just go to my two companies, for example, ABC company and MNC company or MNG company. Okay. Two companies are. So I contacted both the companies. These are both IT companies. I contacted them. Hey, I want to build my application for my business, computer business. So you just give me the code. So how much time you will take to build my web application or website or something, any application, and how much you charge for. So what ABC company did, they have decided to build that application in Python. And what MNG company has did, they decided to build that application in Java. Both are very popular, of course. There is no problem, right? So what ABC company did is, so since ABC company decided to build this web application for me in Python, what they estimated is they estimated 6 months time they need it for building this entire application and testing and everything and handing over the application for me for usage. 6 months they need it. With how many people? Some, let us say, 10 developers and plus three testers. Total 13 members are they needed. That's what they go. And the charges of, um, let us say, one uh, $1 lakh. $1 lakh means, let us say, I mean, 100K dollars. That is equal to 100K. Okay, 100K dollars. That is the charge. Now, the MNG company who is decided to build the application in the Java, See their duration. They decide, they estimated that application should be built in almost like 10 months, and they need 13 developers plus 4 testers, totally some 17 members in the team. And since the number of people are more and number of working hours or duration is more, they are going to charge almost like $250K. So now ABC company has given me a quote of 6 months duration and 100K quote. And MNG company has given like 10 months duration and 250K quote. So now you tell me which one I choose. I need to choose either this or this. So give me some time. I'm going to prove this concept. Why only 3 6 months? Why only more time here? I'll prove this concept. But before going to that, let us see if this is the two quotations I have received from ABC company and MNG company. Which one I should choose? Which one is benefit for me? Anyone? Exactly. That is a perfect reason. So I should choose ABC company code because it is delivering my application in 6 months, and the cost is very, very effective, $100K. But here I need to wait for 10 months of duration, which is additional 4 months I need to wait to start my business. And cost is more. Exactly right. Do you agree why I'm choosing this code? But now let us prove this. Why the Python is taking very less time to building the applications, why the Java is taking more time. Let us prove that now with the help of two same program I'm writing in Java and as well as program Python. We'll see how what is the lines of code I'm going to execute. Okay. So let us go to the program. So my program is 1 minute. Yeah. So here I have course materials and files. Okay. So Java comparison. Yes. There is a one file. I have one file. Okay. This is my file information.csv having some, this is like a kind of a one patient's database. There are so many patients, like almost 400 patients are there having like age and BP means blood pressure, sugar, and some medical ratings, some medical diagnosis numbers. Okay. So what is my objective? What is the program I am building now is understand my requirement. My requirement here is I need to write a program both in Java and Python. The goal is the same. What is the goal? I need to read this file. I need to read this file, entire file, and I need to get the age value here. So these are all the age of the different patients. Age value. I need to calculate the average age of my all the 400 patients. And what is the average age? Sum of the ages by number of ages. Simple calculation, right? Agree? Anyone have any questions on this requirement understanding? My requirement is very simple. Reading the file, getting the age column information, calculate the average age. Simple reason, simple requirement. I am building the same requirement in both Java as well as Python. Both I am building. To prove my concept, why the Java is taking more time, why Python is taking less time for implementing the same requirement. Is it clear? So let us open my Java code. So let me, my Java code is averages.java. I already built this code just to prove. So don't try to understand this code. We are not here to run the or learn the Java here. If people already know the Java, very good. You can check this code. It's a very simple code. Okay. So every Java code, you must have one public class. You must have some public void static main method. Here we're just going to calculate read the file and get the ages and calculate the average age. Some 3 lines of code, and of course these are like some the AI get ages method, which is going to read the entire file and get the ages and etc. etc. How many lines of code I have written here? In this one program, just my requirement is to read the file, get the age column and calculate the age, average age. For this, I have written some 61 lines of code here. Do you agree? 61 lines of code I have written. Of course, this is going to work if I just execute this code. Okay, let me just try to execute this code in Java. So command prompt. So this is my location where the Java file is present. And I say Java C, what is my file name? That is, first I need to compile my code because that is how the Java compiled programming languages are going to work. So this is, I'm going to remove this bytecode. This is my file name. I'm going to compile this code here, Java C and .java. The compilation is always going to generate the bytecode. Yes, my bytecode gets generated just now. See the bytecode just now generated. Okay. So now I'm just going to open this file just to show you how my bytecode looks like. Bytecode is, you can't able to understand, it's a mission code basically, right? Understand? So now I need to execute this bytecode. Python Java and average. Yeah, that is my file name. Yes, the average. So I think Kalpana, you can stop giving that. Okay. So I think you are writing something. Okay, fine. Let me. Is there any possibility to erase all these things? I don't know how to erase all these things. I know whiteboard. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. So now, yes, a Java program is written to what is the average age of the patients is this Java program is written to read the file, to get the age column values, to carry the average value. Average is the number of values by count of the number of, sorry, sum of the ages by count of the ages. 50.325 is coming. That is, of course, that is a correct value. There is no problem in the output. Output is perfect. Agree so far? So now, to implement the same requirement, I have written one Python code. Let us see how many lines of code I have written. Okay. So let me open the Python code for implementing the same requirement. And let me, this is my average py. Opening this code. How many lines of code I have written here? Anyone tell me? Same code, same requirement. There is no change in the requirement. Same requirement. How many lines of code I have written here? Anyone? How many lines are you listening? Oh, screen is not visible. Sorry, my bad. Starting from when it is the screen is not visible? Just now? Okay, fine. So now, yes, this is my, so let me just, okay. So is my screen visible now? Okay. So now I execute my Java code to get my output. What is my output from the Java file is 50.325 is the average age of the patient from that report, right? So for this program, how many lines of code I have written? I have written in the Java 61 lines of code I have written. Agree? Same to same requirement. I am not changing any requirement. Same to same requirement. I have implemented in the Python. How many lines of code I have written in the Python? How many lines of code I have written in Python? 5 lines, right? So in IT industry, okay, I'll tell you some information. Whenever someone is asking you, hey, you develop some code, they will ask you immediately, hey, how much time you need? How much time you need? So the calculation is something like this. The calculation is something like this. If you want to implement any code, the calculation is very simple. It's all depends upon, you have to estimate the time based upon how many number of lines of code you are going to use or write to develop, to build this code. For example, to build some requirement, let us say you need, let us say 150 lines. So means 150 lines of code you need to write to build something, to build something. So the general estimation of the time is per line. Per line, you need, let us say, 3 minutes. 3 minutes for including thinking what you need to write, plus writing the code, plus testing the code, unit testing, I can say, unit testing the code. For all these actions, for 3 minutes, or let us say 2 minutes, let us say go for 2 minutes. Why more? 2 minutes. 2 minutes per line. Per line, 2 minutes. So how much of times of code you need to write here? Time you need? 150 lines multiplied by 2 minutes is equal to 300 minutes. So means 5 hours. Agree? 5 hours of time, you can say, hey, so if I want to develop this something, I need the 5 hours. This is the approach where you are going to calculate. So number of lines is more important while estimating your project. So when the requirement, a big project comes, you need to roughly identify how many in all the different files and different things, how many number of lines of code you need to write depends upon the number of lines per line, like 2 minutes or 1.5 minute, whatever is the estimation, you can take it. And depends upon, you can mention the hours are converted to months or maybe converted to years also. Anything is whatever is convenient. If number of lines is more, obviously your popular duration is more. If number of lines are less, our duration is obviously less. See, but when I execute this Python program, let me execute the Python program, Python average age.py, I'm going to get the same output. There is no difference in the output. Same or same y 50.22, 50.325. If I get the same output here in Python with just 5 lines of code, so how much time in this Java code? So it's 61 lines, right? So 60 in case of Java, I am writing 61 lines of code. 61 multiplied by 2 is equal to almost 122 minutes, almost like 2 hours I am spending, right? In case of Python, I am writing 5 lines of code. 5 multiplied by 2 is equal to 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, I am going to see. See how much difference it is. Can you see that? So, but how it is possible? How in Java we are just implementing only 5 lines? Why the Java is taking too many number of lines? Because the reason is that that is not a developer specialty. This is not a developer specialty. Don't think a Python developer is very smart. A Java developer is a very fresher. No, there is no specialty in the developer here. That is a specialty of the Python program. Python is undoubtedly, or without any second thought, Python is a too much advanced programming language in the current market. I am not telling this because I am learning Python, because I am an expert in Python, because I too learned Python because Python is more popular. Because that's not like something is very super because I am the Python developer. No. Once upon a time, I was also started my career with Java, but very few years, very minimal years, I just shifted my career from Java to Python because Python was, I looks at the time, it looks Python has a good visibility in the future. I shifted my career. I too shifted from Java to Python because Python is getting more visibility and more popularity. I'm shifting it. So if this is my requirement, so where is this is my requirement. So A, B, C company is going to give me a quote of, let us say, 6 months and 100K, and MNG company is going to choose like 10 months and 250K. What I choose? Obviously, I choose this. Agree? If I choose this, every place, not only me, like kind of many clients like me, they are choosing Python. What the what ABC companies type of company do? They are recruiting more Python developers when compared to Java developers. Obviously, they will recruit. They will look for, hey, client is looking for Python based application. So we need more Python developers. Let us recruit more Python. So since companies are recruiting more Python developers, the people, students also, I mean job seekers also learning Python when compared to Java. So demand is starting from the client. Demand is starting from the client. That demand is going to the company. Company is going coming to the people, job seekers. This is how the demand is passing from one place to other place or one person to other place. You getting my point? How that why this is more popular? Yes. So this is the place where demand. So it's not like Python is getting popular because everyone is running behind Python. No, no one is going to run behind something saying, okay, someone is running, I'm also running. No, there is a reason for that. There is a reason for that. So this is the reason. I just proved the reason. So in case of Java, I took some 21 or 61 lines of code. In Python, I just filled only 5 lines of code. Any requirement, the same kind of ratio is going to continue. If I'm writing this code in very smart, very less number of lines, my product duration is less, cost is less, client is happy, client chooses that, and company is also going to recruit the same. If client is asking, hey, I need the application Python, why companies are going to force client, hey, you choose to Java? No, because that is our business is important for them. If client is happy with Python, let us implement this in Python. That's what company thinks. And let us recruit more people in Python. As companies are recruiting more, people are learning more for Python when compared to Java. Simple logic, right? Do you agree? Yeah, that's the reason why this is called say developer productivity. Productivity means if I just say in case of Java, the same requirement we need 2 hours. In case of Python, we need only just 10 minutes. So if there's every person will work for 9 hours a day in the office, right? So to build this web application, so this small program, the Java developer needs 2 hours, means almost one-fourth of the day. Agree? Almost one-fourth of the day. But to build the same application or same program, a Python developer needs only just 10 minutes. So if one-fourth of this remaining days, three-fourth of the day is going to remain for the Java developer. And he remains almost like 8 hours and let us say 50 minutes is still going to remain for him. So this Python developer is going to develop more and more applications and more program he can write within these 8 hours of time. So what three-fourth of the day means like almost like some 7 hours only. 7 hours is left. So 9 minutes to 7 hours. And 9 hours by 10 minutes, 8 hours, 15, almost 9 hours is going to still remain. So obviously, a Python developer can produce more output when compared to Java developer. It's not a problem of Java developer or Python developer. It's a specialty of the Python. Python is more advanced. More advanced, hence it is the demand is starting from the client that is passing to the companies are passing them on to the people. As simple as that. So now let us, this is one of the most important reason why Python is why Python. Okay. So don't say that, okay, someone is asked to learn Python. I don't know what is Python. If my brother is asked to learn, I am simply learning. So understand for every step or every action you are taking in your life or decision you are taking, you must have some reason for it. Don't say that, okay, my brother is asking, my brother is forcing me to learn Python. I am learning Python. There is no use of that. You must then learn actually why it is everyone is preferring Python. The other reason is huge support libraries. Means, for example, very quick understand. For example, you want to take a coffee. You want to take coffee now. Coffee. The one method I know is purchase the raw materials like milk, coffee powder, or coffee beans. And I should know how to prepare the recipe also. I should know how to prepare coffee. Stove, boil the milk, and add some sugar also required. Right? Water is also required and I purchase all this stuff. I should know the recipe and I need to spend some 15 minutes of time or maybe 10 minutes of time to prepare the coffee. Yes, and then I can take a very good and hot coffee. So for this whole process, how much of I'm worrying about the time actually, not the cost, worrying about the time. So how much time you need? So to prepare a coffee, I am sure you can take minimum 10 minutes. Minimum 10 to 15 minutes is a good time, I believe. Anyone agree? Or anyone disagree here? So if you want to prepare a coffee, definitely I'm sure you need take definitely 10 to 15 minutes. You definitely take. Do you agree? So there is other option is there. Let us say this other option, option 2, second method. If you want to take a coffee, let us say coffee is a filter, like coffee decoction is readily available in the flask. It's a coffee decoction, and there is a hot milk is readily available in some other flask, milk, and there is a saucer. There is like sugar cubes are there. If these three are readily available to you whenever you want to take a coffee, now tell me, someone, how much time you will take to take a coffee with this option? Anyone guess what is how much time you will take to get coffee from using this option? Anyone? Come on, it's like normal simple question, not related to around 5 minutes, of course. So 5 minutes. So in my point of view, I will take maximum 2 minutes. What I will take? There is a cup and saucer, right? There is a cup and saucer. So I'll just take some decoction here, some 30 seconds. You take the milk here, another like 30 seconds. And I'll add some ice cubes, so like sorry, sugar cubes, let us say some 15 seconds. And there is like a spoon where I just stir it properly and just drink it. So maximum like 2 minutes. Do you agree? So now tell me, which is most time, so which is efficient for me with respect to the time? With respect to time, which is efficient? Obviously, method 2 is efficient because whatever I need for the preparing the coffee, they're already ready made. These are not the raw materials. These are all ready made decoction, ready made milk, ready made sugars. Everything is ready made available. All introduce, I need the sufficient decoction, whatever is the strongness I want to take, sufficient milk, what is the taste I need, sufficient sugar as per my choice, stir it, take it, that's it. So this is how the whatever you want to prepare, how the ready-made things are available. Every domain like data science domain or data engineering domain or web applications like full stack or any like scientific calculations or testing scripts, automations, everywhere there is a libraries are readily available. These libraries are going to build you, hey, what you need, this is available in the library. What you need in engineering is NumPy pandas are readily available. Full stack, Django, Flask, and Fast are readily available. Scientific calculations, NumPy is readily available. Testing sync, PyTest library is readily available. So all the things, whatever you want to perform in any domain or any segment, the code is readily available. All you need to learn is, okay, there are lakhs of methods. Which method I need to use it simply? So here, coffee is there, decoction is there, sugar cubes is. You need to use how much decoction you need to take, how much milk you need to take, and how much sugar you need to take. That is the knowledge you should have. That's it. There is nothing else you need to have, right? Agree? So in that case, it's easy for you to develop a big web applications or not with this huge support of libraries. Agree? Agree or not? Everyone. Anyone have any questions on this? Anyone have any questions on this? No questions? Good. Okay. So let's take some, it's a open source. Now, if you want to build any application or any program using the Python, Python is free. You can download for free, install for free, use for free. There is no need to pay a single rupee. It's a free. Open source means free. But if you want to use the Java for learning, yes, there is a version called OpenJDK available, OpenJDK, which is a free. But if you want to use the Java in a commercial application, or any program, commercial program, Java company says that, hey, you can. Java is a Oracle company. A Oracle company owns Java actually. Oracle company says, hey, you cannot use my Java software in your commercial applications. You have to purchase it. You have to give me some money. I will provide the license. If you are without using license, if you are using Java in any commercial applications, you are penalized. It's a crime, basically. You are penalized. You have to pay penalty for that. They may file a case on the person. If you are using a commercial, for learning Java, yes, there is a free. For learning, yes, it's a free. You can use it. But for you are using commercial applications, it's a pay. You need to pay. You need to purchase some license, which is some lakhs of rupees. And that is an additional burden for the client who was going to build applications on the Java. Agree? Agree or not? Of course, powerful means, of course, both Java and Python both are powerful because it's a like kind of a OOPS concept. Object-oriented programming concepts are present in both Java and Python. Of course, it's applicable for both Java and Python, both Java and Python. And easy to use. Someone said it's easy to use and easy to learn. That is true. Is exactly true. It is easy to learn and easy to write when compared to Java. Java is static typing concept is there. There is a kind of static typing. In case of Python, it's a dynamic typing. That is the reason why Python is more easy to learn and easy to use. It's not like simply, okay, someone says easy to learn, easy to use. I am also easy to learn, easy to learn. There is a reason for that. There is a static typing concept is there in Java. Static typing is completely removed and they replaced with the dynamic typing. This is the reason why, which is Python is more easy to learn and easy to write. Well, of course, we are going to discuss what is the static typing, dynamic typing also soon. No need to worry. But yes, there is a concept. And software quality is also becoming very good when Python, because of course in Java also software quality is good because OOPS concepts are readily available. Plus, there is a huge support huge libraries are already available. It means if you want to build something, whereas you don't need to write any code, just use the existing code, existing libraries. In case of Django, you can able to use all the libraries which are build a very strong applications, web applications. In case of data science, you can able to use NumPy, Pandas, scikit-learn, which are already ready-made built, all the methods available, classes available. Just use those classes. That's it. No extra code you need to write. Quality is software quality, means the quality of the software will be becoming very good if you are building this Python. Portable means, for example, I write a code in the Java, in the Python. I write a code in Python. Okay. So let me just take a small example here. I write a code in Python. So I write a code in Python. So where I have written code in my laptop version is, let us say my laptop is operating system is OS is Windows 11. Okay, that is my operating system. And my Python version is 3.13.4. That is my version. Okay. So my program is very good, tested, working fine. What is my friend Mahesh is asking? Mahesh is asking, hey, I like your program. Can you please give me your program? Okay, I have given my code. So to get my output of my code, what I have written, what I have did, first I need to execute my code. Okay, to get my output of my code, right? And what the output will do while executing this, what it will do? Obviously, interpreted programming language or Java object, sorry, compiled programming language, any programming language is going to generate the bytecode first. After then execute this bytecode to get my output. If I give only the, okay, what I say is, hey, my friend is asking my program. Okay. What I have done is, I don't want to share my code to my friend because this is something secret code I have written. I don't want to disclose my code to everyone. What I will do is, hey, when my friend asks me, hey, give me your code, what I will do is, hey, I've generated a bytecode for this. To take the bytecode and execute the bytecode, you'll get the output. The same program from which the bytecode get generated. And bytecode is sufficient to get my output, right? So rather than sharing my own code or source code, I can say own code or source code, I will share my bytecode where the only humans can able to understand. Oh, sorry, only machines can able to understand. Humans can't able to understand, right? I will share my bytecode. Correct? So what is a Mahesh mission configuration is? Let us take the Mahesh mission configuration. Okay. Mahesh mission configuration is it's a Windows or maybe let's say OS is equal to Linux OS. It's a Linux OS and version of Python is let us say 3.13. 13.4, the same version. This is the same as this one. There is no problem in the version. Just since, just since OS is having some difference, I have developed this bytecode because I decided to share only the bytecode. I don't want to share my own code. This will share only the bytecode, right? So since this bytecode is generated in the Windows 11 operating system machine with a version of Python is 3.13.4. In my Mahesh mission also, my friend's mission also, same version 3.13.4 is there, but the operating system is something different, Linux operating system. It's a different operating system. Or maybe at least Windows 10, maybe his operating machine is Windows 10. This is also a different operating system. The version is Windows 10, it's Windows 11. Both are different operating systems, different versions. So this bytecode is still going to work here because the bytecode, whatever is Python bytecode, is a platform independent. Platform means operating system. Though whatever is operating system this bytecode generated, this bytecode will be executed in any operating system provided the version of the Python is same. This version of Python is same as this version of Python, right? As long as Python versions are the same, yes, I can able to share my bytecode. I don't want to share my source code because it's something secret for me. So as long as the operating system is different and version is the same, yes, I can share the bytecode and he can just simply execute the bytecode to get my output of the program. Simple. He wants basically output of the program. He doesn't want, because I don't want to share my code, but he still needs my program output. I'll share the bytecode, and bytecode works also here, though the operating system is different, as long as the version is the same. That is what we say portable. So these are the many advantages where we are choosing Python. The very most popular reasons is developer productivity and Python libraries. These are the most reason, a very important reason where many people are choosing Python. Of course, it's easy to learn and easy to write. There is no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it. But the demand is coming from the client because of these two reasons, this reason and this reason, not because of easy to learn and easy. So people are preferring to learn because of easy to write. But the actual demand is coming from the client because of developer productivity and higher huge support analysis. And of course, open source as free. There is no extra money for it. These are three reasons why clients are preferring to the command or the Python nowadays. Am I clear, everyone? Anyone have any questions? Am I clear? No questions? Good. Any questions from anyone? Why Python? Sai Kiran, Shriya, Shiva, Mithun. Any questions?
Nothing from my end.
Disadvantages when compared to Java. When compared to Java, I don't see any disadvantages. I when compared to Java, when compared to Java, there is no disadvantages because definitely it is more advanced when compared to Java. Definitely it is 100%. No second thought about it. I am not saying because I am a Python expert, because I too shifted from Java to Python once upon a time, a long time back, because I see Python is more advanced. So that's why I'm choosing Python. So I choose Python. The same thing is happening. So you can see the current market. You see there is a current market is there. When I type in front of you, I can see the most popular is Python. We get it right. Python is becoming number one nowadays. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt. Yes, many people is having that. Many people is having that. Having that opinion because the reason is that in case of Java, we have like four type of variables. One is a security, private, public, protected, and default. Some accessibility modifiers are there. Agree? Agree? But in case of Python, we don't have anything. All are public. That's it. Simple. all are public. But still, we can maintain this accessibilities. We can still able to hide the variables, so people can't able to access them. Having some different concepts, hiding the modules of what you can say variable hiding in modules. Variable hiding concept is there, and pseudo private is there, and so many concepts are there in Python to implement these concepts in a different way. It's like just kind of a myth people are having because directly these kind of accessibility modifiers are there, not there in Python. As it is like a security wise, it's a very damn base. If it is simply think, if it is any application nowadays is security wise, it's not good. Not even a single client, though it's a cost is very less and etc. Not even a single client is going to prefer. Simple logic. Do you agree? Not even single client is going to prefer it because there is no security at all in the Python. What I need to do with this application, with a very cheap application like $100, $1,000, etc. There is no security. Everyone is going to access my data. Everyone is going to do with my data. Then what I should do with this application or with my program? Agree? It is just a myth having some people who doesn't know the Python in detail. Actually, that is what my opinion. But all those kind of security is there in Python too. There is no doubt about it. But implemented in different ways. Did I answer your question? Yeah. Okay. So anyone have any other questions? Anyone? Questions good? Okay. So fine. So in tomorrow's class, we are going to discuss what is a Python interpreter. We say compile and compiled programming languages, interpreter and interpreter programming languages. So what this interpreter will do, and next we're going to see how to execute a Python code. Then we're going to start the so tomorrow's class we're going to start the actual technical topics in Python. Clear? So so far it is all like kind of demos thing and very brief about Python, why Python, what is Python, and what is Python interpreter. Very basic and general topics about Python. And from tomorrow's class, we are going to discuss about the technical topics. Clear so far? Anyone have any questions on this? Yeah, yeah, please. Yeah, yes. Right. So when you what the code you have written is something code you have written, right? So what Python will do, Python is going to generate the bytecode for this. And this bytecode is saved in the RAM of your machine. Okay. When you execute this code, Python first converts your interpreter is going to convert your code to bytecode, and this bytecode will be executed to get my output. From where Python is interpreter is going to execute, Python interpreter is going to take your bytecode from RAM, execute it line by line, and get the output. Is that clear, Lakshman? Yeah. Any other questions from anyone? No questions? Good. Okay. So probably we can stop the session here today. We'll meet again tomorrow to continue on this two more small topics, interpreter and the command to execute the Python code. Then we'll move to the technical topic. Okay. Clear? Okay. Fine. Thanks, team. Thanks, everyone. Okay. We'll meet again tomorrow, same time. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah.